Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I also publish on Rumble. I'm still catching up with XCOM 2, but the rest is on par. Yeah, it's on par. And today I should be bringing up XCOM 2 episode, and tomorrow Prey, and I will see if I start recording and going about it, the Star Wars Jedi thing there, the duology, Fallen Order and afterwards Survivor. I just need to not ramp up, just finalize some testing regarding the recording to see if everything seems okay to me. But yeah, after the Prey episode launch tomorrow, I should be able. Today it's Monday. Wednesday, I think I can manage the to launch Fallen Order episode there. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, my decision is mainly because Dead Space, it's kind of horror theme, and this one is very suspenseful, has some horror elements, Prey, so I didn't want to add up another kind of similar genre. And we got XCOM 2, and got also Resident Evil, which is a horror game. And I still remembered, still to this day, kind of the main points of the game, even though some stuff I kind of forgot how it goes, but the main things I still remember. I will leave this to a later stage. After Jedi Fallen Order, I'm probably going to do Dead Space 2023. I don't know, depending which one I finish first, the Prey or Jedi Fallen Order. I don't have a clue how kind of long it is, so I don't have like an estimate in terms of episodes regarding Jedi Fallen Order. But then afterwards I will go for the Survivor game. But yeah, basically this is it in terms of a channel kind of update to a certain degree. Not much is altering. I did say that I was trying to do between Saturday and Sunday a live stream. I was not able to do so. I didn't have any kind of free spare time, like a block of like 3 hours, so I can at least try to do around 2-hour live stream. Didn't happen. Again, regarding live streams at this moment in time throughout this month, I will have to let it see how I can manage that. But I really want to do, especially because I want to play Elden Ring, but I want to do at least a couple or 3 live streams as a test drive, to see if everything's working properly, if there is consistency of trying to bring out 4K 60 frames per second in terms of the live stream, because I'm not sure regarding connectivity of my interweb thing there, if it can handle like a consistently 4K 60 frames per second for at least 2 to 3 hours. I don't know. I'm not sure. That's why I want to do some testing regarding that part of the channel there, and of course trying to get around. Usually, January tends to be a little bit quiet, and February also, from the work that I usually do. But yeah, I will have to see when I can manage, because it's like 2 to 3 hours. It's a lot of time for me just focusing on something. But yeah, I will try to manage it out. And again, when I be able to do something like this, I will communicate first on Twitter. I will try to get it in advance, like 1-2 hours in advance before I manage to do those live stream. And then, of course, giving some consistency to the thing, it's my purpose here. I will try to check out which is the best day to try to reserve like a slot there for those things. But yeah, everything else is on par of continuing the regular schedule. And also regarding news, not much happening. Of course, it's Monday, it's always quiet, but still we have more rumors regarding the Super Series from Nvidia. Seemingly another, again, when there is rumors from leaks and everything, Saturday or Friday, I don't remember quite well, I covered the Murloy is Dead. Usually is quite faithful, not quite faithful. He usually gets it right from the sources that he has, usually, regarding any kind of leaks that he covers there, and he usually tries to check several sources to see if they have kind of similar information, and when they're not, he usually let us know what kind of information the other sources from leaks might have for him, so we have kind of a rough idea what things are coming. We got mega size GPU already heard here and there from videos and stuff, referring, and also some articles here referring this guy or this person. Yeah, but then again, when you start covering like some leaks and rumors, even I can do a video, not taking, not removing credit for the persons, but it's something that might happen. Just trying to reinforce a rumor's idea, it can be a little bit tricky. But regardless, that it seems, even though I think it's during today, it's already like almost afternoon in my time zone. But I suppose like in a few hours we should start seeing some more official information with CES starting. It's in Vegas, if not mistaken, so it will take like at least 8 to 10 hours more, I think, if not mistaken, to get some real official information from Nvidia regarding the Super Series. But again, the prices seems to be in line with the Murloy's that, which is around $1,000 for the 4080, 800 for the 4070 Ti Super, and 600 for the 4070 Super. Again, this is divided, as you can see, between $200 increments. I suppose the non-super variant, so all the older GPUs will slot in between, or they will try to slot in between. Seemingly, they didn't find any kind of information regarding what they're planning to do with the non-super stuff regarding 40 and the 4080 and the 4070 stuff there. But we'll have to assume, because they are increased in terms of performance, especially the 4070 Ti Super is the most interesting out of the bunch here. Even though, taking into account with the price, the 4080 Super, it's like I think it's going to be the most sold one, mainly because they basically are dropping $200 out of the gate. If the information is correct, they're supposedly going to reduce $200 out of the MSRP, and giving basically around 5 to 7% extra performance comparatively to the 4080, which by itself is, in terms of performance, goes head to head with the 7900 XTX. So AMD will have his handfuls now, even though the XTX, the 7900 XTX is already below $1,000 on a regular basis. The AIB, the AIB GPUs there. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's going to be interesting. This one, the 4070 Ti Super, from the data here that we have, I assume they will basically kick ass on the 7900 XT, but we will see. Mainly because of the price to performance here. But then again, I don't follow daily the prices of GPUs, but the sense that I have, it's going to kick ass, and it might give a run for its money in certain scenarios with the 7900 XTX, especially with DLSS and all that stuff there, because the NVIDIA is very focused on those technologies there. Hopefully we'll get some mix-up on the GPU market, and we might see some more discounts and some lowering prices from competition, in this case AMD, on the middle to high-end GPUs. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see the official information. And I've been hearing some articles here and there with the refresh on the AMD side. Might happen or not. They might feel pressure to launch something regarding that, but we'll have to wait and see how it goes. But yeah, during today, some more official information will be launched for sure, because it's the announcements is today. So for sure we'll have to have a price here, at least the target price, so you can have a better idea how the market might move around this. But yeah, it's only the thing that we have at this moment in time. Tomorrow for sure I will bring up the official information there. Regarding hardware, I didn't see anything. Some monitors here and there, but it's like super huge, like 57-inch monitors for double 4K or whatever it is in terms of resolution. This is like for people who have stupid money or fuck you money to spend on stuff. It's nothing that got very much the interest in me. But yeah, I will cover the best I can. CS regarding checking if there is something interesting that comes up. So I think we will start the coverage tomorrow. In that sense, yeah, you got this one. This one, like, this is the price of a decent CPU system, taking into account even monitors and everything. But yeah, yeah, and to 3800 watts of power to support for 4090 GPUs. This is like cuckoo stuff. But yeah, regarding games, similarly, that Lords of the Fallen sequel is expected to be launched into 2026, and it's supposedly be called Death of the Fallen. This is some kind of investigation to a certain degree by Kuraxis, game researcher, revealing documents. So this supposedly it's internal documents or something like that they have for, I don't know, shareholders or something like that, for presentations of estimates and projections for the years to come. Similarly enough, okay, the one that caught my attention, of course, is sequel Lords of Fallen. It's one of those games that I want to try out in the future. And then we have this new IP, Island Gate of Gehenna. Supposedly this is an open survival title. Yeah, I'm always reticent regarding this. Supposedly you got also a new entry, a Sniper Ghost Warrior series. I never played one of those. Never interested me too much. And supposedly you got Project Scorpio, which is like multiplayer tactical FPS. It's going to tank for sure. There's just a lot of competition in this area, unless they bring something decent. But yeah, the main focus is basically Death of the Fallen. There is basically not much to go through, unless except that it's going to be developed by Hexworks, the same guys from Lords of the Fallen, the latest game. And of course it will be likely available PC and all the consoles. But yeah, a lot of games now are not appearing on previous generations, like PS4s and Xbox, whatever it's called from previous generation. I always get confused with Xbox, kind of a naming scheme there. And for sure they will not appear in the Switch or whatever it's going to be. Suppose it's going to launch 2026, so we'll still have plenty of time. Meanwhile, they've been dropping a lot of content here, especially free content, and they have always been improving since it's also the first game that they launched in Unreal Engine 5, so it's going to be some hurdles to overcome there, and I think they're going to manage to polish and improve a little bit on the next game for sure. Even though the game is not that bad, again, I talk always that I think it's how people used to play games on kind of Soul-like kind of a thing there, and I think some people are not on the liking of the commitment of the action itself, because this game basically you can cancel stuff like that, so it might feel a lot of weird how you play the game, and I think that's why people have this kind of mixed feeling regarding the game. But then again, I cannot tell you exactly what it is because I still didn't play the game. But yeah, when I go about it, I will let you know if it feels or not that way regarding the mixed feelings here. And lastly, we got here 7 hidden details video from Frexter Live regarding Monster Hunter Wilds, from the trailer from TGA, the Game Awards last year. Very interesting. I will not try to pretend that I'm a connoisseur of Monster Hunter franchise. I'm not. I'm aware of the franchise itself and what it is in terms of gaming, like the hook there. I was almost hooked, almost to buy like the Monster Hunter World, which is the fifth game from the mainline franchise. But I skipped that basically because of the hiatus of the 5 year plus of not playing basically any games. But yeah, it's kind of a void of something. But I've always been interested of this kind of games here, how it goes about in terms of the game loop, hunting the monsters, knowing their weaknesses, preparing all the stuff there. Similar to a certain degree to the Witcher series. If you want to do things properly, you don't brute force your way of hunting a monster, because usually it doesn't work that way. You have to fine tune everything for the weaknesses of monster and defend yourself against the strong points of the monster itself, and then all the environmental stuff, and hunting the monster itself, and then your companions and all the weaponry and all that stuff. Seems very interesting to me, but I still didn't went about it the Monster Hunter world, because I didn't have a PC to play with. But this one, it again re-piqued my interest on the Monster Hunter franchise, and it seems pretty good. This is a game from like RE engine, Resident Evil engine. At least it's the one that it was launched with, Resident Evil 7, which is pretty good engine itself. But then again, the game, when it was developed, firstly, it was not with like big areas taken in account. So the engine itself is being adapted for it's Capcom, right? Yeah, Capcom. Capcom. Resident Evil, Capcom, no, it's not Square Enix, it's Capcom, sorry. I always confused both between the two of them regarding which franchises they own. Yeah, Capcom is basically taking this engine as an in-house engine for all the development in terms of projects. We got Dragon's Dogma 2, it's also in that engine. And again, because it's got open worlds or big area explorable or big explorable areas, this is going to be a pretty interesting iteration of the engine itself. See how it deals with a lot of like big mobs of monsters and everything and elements. And because the lighting and the graphic fidelity, it's pretty good. From what I see, and even the remakes from Resident Evil that are all in this engine. But yeah, it seems pretty interesting. Mainly for me, it's more about the engine itself and how it can deal with this kind of type of game, and of course, not only in terms of graphic stuff, but how it can handle all the gameplay stuff, the codes and all that stuff there, and the particle effects and all that stuff also. It's going to be interesting to see. But I got the video here. It's like 7 minutes video. It goes about like the mob density, chocobo camp, like the camping and stuff there, territorial monster details. So supposedly in the Monster Hunter world, you got monsters that fight each other. Depending, you can, I suppose, attract monsters to go to other monsters' territory to fight each other and weaken them, so you can take a fatal blow on them. Something like that. You got supposedly dynamic weathers and effects on the world itself. It goes about a little bit on the weapons and possibilities of which ones you can use there, and equipment. And again, the open-ended question if it is going to be an open world, because I think Monster Hunter uses like big areas that you can explore. It's not the world itself is not completely open. You have to go about in doing those larger areas to hunt the monsters itself. But yeah, very interesting stuff, even though there is not a lot of here. But tomorrow for sure we're going to start having a lot of hardware stuff from CES, and we'll see about that. And I'm going to finalize here with some gaming deals still. Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy, it's free until January 11th, so it's a pretty good game. One Best Narrative in the Game Awards 2021, which is pretty good. Again, it's one of those that I already claimed that it's one of those that I'm going to play and probably make a series out of it. But we'll have to wait on the queue there. We got on Steam The Evil Within, the two games. So the first one is like it's like $3 with the DLC. It takes it's not $4. It's like $5 to $6, I think, because we had here the thing here, the soundtrack. It is what it is, but the assignment, the consequences, the executioner are pretty decent DLCs, and for the price it's not that much. I think $8 with the DLC here. And then we have Resident Evil, sorry, Evil Within 2, 85% off, $4.50. Doesn't have like DLC to play with, so it's the full game here, full experience for basically $5. Again, I made series of these games. If you ever feel interested to play this game, you can do so buy the cheap here. And we got also Dying Light, the first one. It's kind of an older game, but still has a lot of stuff that you can do here. The definitive edition, usually it's the way to go, but it's not in promotion at the moment. It's the enhanced edition only. I don't know why they don't do the thingy here. I always find it weird, but yeah, it still has a lot to do. What hooks me up here, it's mainly more about the mechanics of the parkour stuff there, and the activities that you can do there. Still pretty solid from what I can gather, but yeah, only in the enhanced edition it's on sale at the moment. Usually the definitive edition has a lot of more stuff there, weapons and the such there. But yeah, seems pretty interesting still. And on GOG I only found this one, Mirror's Edge. The other games, the few games that are on sale that I got some interest, the last video Saturday I covered them, so I refer to that for the description box. There is the links for the promotions that are still ongoing. Mirror's Edge, still a pretty good game, still solid even after all these years. It's like 90% off, $2. Yeah, it's a short game kind of a thing there, but it was kind of revolutionized here when it launched in 2009, give or take. Yeah, the parkour system is pretty interesting. It's still pretty interesting. I think they launched the second one, but it's not kind of on par in terms of quality. EA tends to do this kind of thing here. But yeah, it is what it is. This could be a great kind of a series in terms of IP branching out, but yeah, I suppose they didn't want to do that. They just want microtransactions all over the place. But yeah, basically this is it, guys, for today. I'm just going to wrap up with a plug on my Patreon for extra support. At this moment in time, the extra support will be for storage, for me to be able to get backups of the stuff that I do for my private clients, and of course some extra space for the videos that I do for the channel. Basically that is it. And with all that said, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. So till then, I'm your master out.